In Bobby Marks, NBA front office insider here at ESPN. So, Bobby, look, there's clearly a lot of stuff that we've been discussing here over the last several days, but even more so in the last 24 hours almost. We mentioned the Nets and Kyrie opting in. What do you expect, I guess, kind of the next couple of days to look like for them?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of work to be done with Sean Marks, their general manager in that front office. I mean, I think their starting lineup, I would roll them out with any team in the NBA right now, especially with Kyrie opting in. But when you look at their bench, certainly there's a big decision with Patty Mills, who has a player option that's due on Wednesday. Bruce Brown is a priority. Nick Claxton is a priority. That's 3 players right there. And then it's basically kind of looking at the free agent market. They've got that tax mid-level exception. They've got the veteran minimum exception. They've got a big trade exception that's worth $11 million. I think it will depend on how much ownership is willing to spend. And then you've got those 2 future picks from the Sixers from the Harden trade. So there is something to work with here. But I think as you've seen in the playoffs, you are going to need some depth with this roster.
All right, given the circumstances around Kyrie Irving's contract, do the Nets have the ability to still move Kyrie before the February trade deadline?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's going to be the big thing as far as where this roster goes during the regular season. I think certainly if they get off to a slow start, we'll be hearing a lot about Brooklyn, a player on an expiring contract. He can be traded right up until the February deadline. He can also be extended during the year. So if there's a point where both sides feel comfortable that there's a deal to be had, Irving can be extended up until next June 30th.
Earlier today, Woj tweeted out that Russell Westbrook is planning to exercise his $47.1 million option for this upcoming season to return to the Lakers. What are the Lakers' options moving forward here with Russ and Kyrie both kind of opting into their respective deals?
There's a lot of work to be done. I mean, when you have $132 million that's tied up with Westbrook, LeBron, and AD, that really leaves you to bargain shopping. It's going to be very similar to what we saw a year ago as far as what they can add in free agency. As I said, they've got this tax mid-level. Does that go to a player like Malik Monk possibly? Now it's all relying on a veteran minimum free agent class and not in a great class here as far as with that small exception here. You don't have many trade assets as far as with this roster outside of those 2 future picks. So a lot of work to be done by Rob Pelinka in the next couple days. They've got about 7 open roster spots. I think the priority is to get Malik Monk back in a Laker uniform. That might take him taking a little bit of a discount.
Bobby Marks, our ESPN NBA front office insider. Thank you for the time, sir. Always appreciate it.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.